Hi, this is Johnny. We're about to start our Bible study for today, Building Your House, a book that I wrote a few years back. We've been studying it, how to build a spiritual house, and it's taken from Jesus' Sermon on the Mount. Continuing to put in our windows that we started last week. And this chapter is titled, Windows, Do Good for Evil. Let the sun shine in. So we want our windows to be in there that we can open them up and let the sunshine of God's love shine into our spiritual homes. Jesus tells us how to do this, and it's unusual things that he asks us to do. He said, you've heard, and this is in Matthew 5:42. You've heard that it hath been said, Thou shalt love thy neighbor and hate thine enemy. But I say unto you, love your enemies. Bless them that curse you. Do good to them that hate you. Pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you, that ye may be the children of your Father which is in heaven. For he makes the sun to rise on the evil and on the good. And he sends rain on the just and on the unjust. At the Alton Church of God, we've been having a ladies' prayer meeting. Sandy Raborn felt that God told her last year to start this prayer meeting, and by the end of the year, we would see so many things that God had done for us in answer to our prayers, miracles even. And so she has started it. She just started it 3 weeks ago. We've had 3. Sandy Raborn is going to give other example of something that happened to her and how she did good for evil and the result in both of these lives. I think you'll enjoy it, so stay tuned.
This is a story about how the Lord used overcoming evil with good. I was working with a young lady that had come into work that day, and I don't know what was going on in her life, but she was just very, very unhappy. And all day long, she just yelled and slammed things around and just hollered and just was mean and ugly to people at work. And I just couldn't figure out what was going on. And at one point, I must have just rubbed her the wrong way, and she actually cursed me. And it kind of broke my heart, and I went into just a quiet place in my job, and I prayed for her, and I said, Lord, I don't know what's going on with her, but would you help her? And the Lord spoke to me, and he says, I want you to go down to the gift shop, and I want you to buy her some flowers. And he said, and don't put your name on it. Don't tell her where they come from. Just buy her some flowers. And I thought about it for a moment, and I said, I'll do that, Lord. So I went downstairs, and I ordered some flowers for her, and I sent them upstairs to our pharmacy. That's where we were working. And so I came back, and I just continued on with my job. And the flowers arrived about the time that she was having another one of her bad moments. And when they said, these are for you, and she goes, me? Who would send me flowers? And everybody just kind of stopped, and they just looked at her, and she goes, I don't know who would send me flowers. But that was the thing that broke that spirit that was going on with her that day. And it was just kind of nice to watch her the rest of the day, because her voice and her whole demeanor just softened so much, and she spent the rest of the day trying to figure out who would send her flowers.